Welcome to the Patricia Joe Grover Show, where we turn believers into achievers. And today, my guest is Sheila Farr. Let me tell you, Sheila helps people in finding your voice, overcoming obstacles, and sharing what you want to know. Uh, Sheila is an external optimist. She's got two best-selling books. She's a leadership expert, blogger, cheerleader for small business owners, and she's a results-oriented educator and speaker. Sheila is the CEO of Gulf Coast Training and Education Services, LLC, where she offers courses, events, and achievement-based coaching programs that yeah, I I keep forgetting and keep messing this word up. Um, Resuscitates stagnant businesses and business leaders and propels them to their greatest seasons of success. She's also the founder of Biloxi Reads Literacy Initiative, where she partners with community service providers to help others learn to read and to give away free books to underprivileged and underserved populations along Mississippi's Gulf Coast. Well, welcome to the show, Sheila. Oh, you're muted.
Thank you so much for having me. I am just a huge fan, so I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today.
Wonderful, wonderful. And even I got tongue tied. I know the word and it just wasn't clicking for me, but that's what it's all about. This is real.
Right.
This is real life stuff. Well, wonderful. And we share a lot of the same things. We're all about seeing action and helping people move forward in what they're doing. And what better time than now, looking at, we're getting ready to go into 2021. We can put 2020 in our rearview mirror, learn from everything that has come across our paths, and use it as fuel to move forward. And that's what I hope our viewers and listeners will be taking from this. So
Right.
I wanted to check with you to see. I wanted to talk with you about why it's important for women to find their voice and share their story.
Well, it really became apparent to me this year during the COVID times. I am a medical manager by trade and teacher. So for the last 20 years, I've been building medical practices for other people that have been super successful in just working with individuals to kind of help them connect to doing the things that they love. But in the spring of this year, I was invited to be part of an anthology where the visionary was looking at women that were doing things in our community, leaders in the community even, but that they weren't out front. They were kind of behind the scenes, and as she put it, unsung heroes of community leadership. So when she invited me to be part of that anthology, I was thrilled, but I was a little bit nervous because I'm thinking, I don't really have anything to share. I don't really have anything that could, help or motivate anybody or encourage anybody. But as I began to write, I learned that I was wrong and that it's incredibly important to share your experiences and your voice because what you do helps other people. It just helps them step into their lane of excellence or, just overcome things that they've had struggles with that they might have felt alone, said, oh, thinking that they're the only person going through things like that. But being a voice to step out and kind of share what your experiences have been can really help other people, step out too. And I love that. I think that's the greatest thing ever.
Right, and that's all of my show is all about that too, as you know, as being a viewer of the show.
Right.
It is. And sharing our stories, it helps to encourage, educate, and empower people,
Yeah.
other people to be able to move forward. So fantastic. That's great. So, in talking about overcoming obstacles, let's talk about the overcoming obstacles to writing a book, opening a business, or even just taking that first step to do something that you've been wanting to do for a while.
Right. Well, it seems like I run across people all the time that either will say, oh, I have a book in me. I want to write a book, or I've always thought of starting a business, or I've wanted to do, fill in the blank, whatever it is. But, and that little word, but is so huge for so many
Mm-hmm.
people, because they always just stop right there. But, and then they come up with so many obstacles. It could be fear, which is the one that I hear most frequently. Well, what if I fail? What if nobody, the fear that people have. And then there's the fear of finding balance in your life. Well, how can I do this if I'm doing this too? And then sometimes money is an obstacle for people. And then sometimes timing too can be an obstacle. So really, it's just kind of looking at what it is that people have in their hearts that they want to bring out, and what are the obstacles that they're facing. What's real? What are the real obstacles versus the perceived obstacles? And then just finding ways to work through those things. And I love it. That's my very favorite thing, is when people have those aha moments, when they realize that just making a few shifts in the way that they're doing things can lead to such a phenomenal outcome. And I love connecting people with their passion.
Yes.
It's just, it's like my heart, my favorite thing to see happen, whether it be in business or, in helping people in personal development situations. So it's such an exciting thing to do. And I feel so blessed to be able to do that for people.
Exactly. And that's exactly where I'm coming from as well. Yeah. With the clients I work with, and the people who read my books and do my courses and workshops. So fantastic. So I wanted to talk to you about what you have for your upcoming projects you have going on for your business, for your Gulf Coast Training Center. And I know, because I wanted to say that because getting ready for the new year, I wanted to get that out there. So can you fill me in on what you're doing?
Yes, it's great, because we've taking, and let me just say this to your audience and anybody who's listening, just to kind of preface what I'm about to say, is anytime you take an opportunity that's provided to you, more opportunities will present themselves. Once you do one thing and you say yes to that first thing, you will be surprised how the universe just heaps blessings and opportunities on you. So just by me saying yes to the book at the beginning of the year, I've now had an opportunity to participate in 3 other book projects. One that's already out, that came out, and I'm a 2-time bestseller, so I'm thankful for that. And then we've got one book that's coming out in January, so that's going to be a really good project. That's kind of it's taken on legs and wings of its own, if you will. So that book is called Finally Free, and it's also an anthology, and it's again talking about how to overcome obstacles to live the life that you love. So based on that, we've got a couple of courses that are going to be launching just after the first of the year with the book, about how to overcome those obstacles in a couple of different ways. And I know some people have, they want to kind of dip their toes in and do just a little bit until they're sure that, this is the right thing for them. So we're kind of making 3 different offers for people after the first of the year, so they can kind of come and work with us and just kind of dip their toes into the water and get a little bit of information about concepts that surround kind of overcoming obstacles. Then we're offering an opportunity to work together where we actually look at whatever project it is that you're working on and kind of work through specific bugs for you. And then we've got another offering that's all along the same lines, that's going to allow me to work kind of one-on-one with people, in addition to kind of looking at their project and saying, here's what we need to do. Here's, who you need to talk to adjust these few things. And then we have a network of people that are going to be sewing into that person as well to kind of help them move things forward. So it's really an exciting time. I also have a management book coming out next spring as well, which is called Mountaintop Mentality. And it just talks about how to keep climbing in business. So once you get to a certain level, what are the things that you need to do to continue scaling your business? So I'm pretty excited about that. And then some speaking opportunities that I have going on. So I'm around everywhere. And I've just am so excited because it's been a phenomenal year. And I know so many people have been struggling. So that's why I love watching to see the people that are having hard times and really just kind of reach out to them and say, I see you banging your head against the wall trying to do this, but let's kind of bring you into this little circle and let's see how things go for you then. Can we make them better for you? So those are the things that I have. And for your audience, what we put together is kind of a 5-step, it's a little workbook to creating your own story. So let's say somebody has always thought about doing a book, but they really don't know where to get started. So they can just reach out to us at our website, and I'll give that info later. But it's just a little workbook to kind of help get their thoughts in order and kind of start building their signature story, if you will.
There you go. Well, actually, Sheila, go ahead and share that now. Share that
Yeah.
now. And
So our website is www.gulfcoasttraining.org. Or anybody could reach out to me on Facebook or LinkedIn or even Instagram. I'm Sheila Farr, and I look just like me on all the pictures. So you'll be able to find me easily.
fantastic, fantastic. So it's been great having you with me, and for everyone, again, you are worthy and you are capable. It's just to figure out what it is you want. But before we can, and when I work with people and what I say is, before I can get you from one place to another, we have to determine where you are right now. And so with that, I have for you, if you text the word goal to 866-926-4020, I have the 7 steps to goal achievement for you. And you can find out more about me from my website, patriciajogrover.com. And it was wonderful to have you with me, Sheila.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
so
I appreciate the opportunity.
2021 is going to be a year that is going to be fantastic for so many people, because if they take the time now to prepare, there will be nothing stopping them.
Definitely.
Wonderful. Well, thank you everybody for being with us, and we'll see you next time.